Hey guys, welcome to DDO. So last time I took level 8, and what I've done so far is when I took level 8, I swapped out Order's Wrath. I kept in Holy Smite, swapped out Order's Wrath for Death Ward, and I also memorized Freedom of Movement. So those are a couple of key spells that definitely want to have. Um, Also, this is the quest that I've been running. So let's see here. As level 8, I did a couple of the level 5s on Elite. So I did Immortal on Elite, Lair of Summoning on Elite, finished out a couple Depths quests on Elite, and Chamber of Sanity on Elite, and Archer Point Defense on Elite. So the level 5 quests, ran them on Elite, made them level 7 quests. Deleras Part 1. So last time I ran Deleras Part 1 and Part 2 on normal. I actually ended up abandoning the quest chain and started over and ran it on hard. I don't quite remember why I did that, but I'm about to do Deleras Part 3 right now. Then I noticed that I wasn't flagged, so I reran Part 1 and Part 2 on hard. So I also did level 6 quests on hard to make them level 7. So Ruined Halls, the Forgotten Caverns on hard, and Dead Predators already did that. And here's the Deleras Part 2 that I ran on hard. So now the last level 7 quest that I'm going to run is Free Delera. This one's part 3, so I'm just going to run it on normal because don't really have the opener. And I usually run all the quests on normal once. And just one thing to note, I am rank 42. So last time you saw me, I just took level 8. And I actually ran all those elite quests and the hard quests. And I ran the Tear of the Khan many times on normal. And I'm now rank 42, which means I actually have enough XP to be level 9. So instead of taking level 9 right away, I'm going to bank it and finish out this level 7 quest. So that way I'm a level 8 running a level 7 quest and there won't be any XP penalties. So I think this is actually the first time I've banked a level. So it was just amazing. Tear of the Khan is one of the good quests where you get a lot of XP. So I ran that several times on normal. And like I said, it brought me all the way to rank 42. So I really like that quest. That was a good quest. Alright, so we're now in Deleras Part 3. I got my new hireling, Flare. So one thing to keep in mind, I failed right there, but there's actually a treasure chest here. See if I could get to it. If you have a decent jump, you could make it. So let's see if I could do it. You should be able to make it there. So see that treasure chest? You could access that later, but you also need lockpicking. If you have a decent jump, you could probably get to it. I don't, so I didn't get to it and I fell. But yeah, any class with a decent jump can get up there and grab the chest now instead of waiting. So like I mentioned, I got a new hireling, level 8 hireling, Flare the Sorcerer. He's a Warforge. He's pretty much like Blast, but you know, he takes care of business, does a lot of DPS, and he heals himself because he's a Warforge. So here's the first soul lock. You just gotta take out the first guardian. Put on my ghost touch weapon. As soon as you unlock one of the soul locks, you gotta take out all these mobs that spawn, or else you won't be able to move forward. So just stick next to Flare. He'll probably end up killing them for me. Yeah, take out the archers too. A little annoying because they just stand there. Alright. A couple more archers. Alright, once you take out the archers, this gate right here opens. You then hit this lever to open the next part. And while you're at it, there's actually a shrine here. So actually, I know I just started, but I'm actually going to go ahead and use that just because I'm not going to be coming back here. Don't really want it to go to waste. So what I'm going to do is actually shrine, and I'm going to use the rest of my SP to cast some resistance onto flare, just so make efficient use of my SP that's left over before I rest. So give him all the elemental resist buffs, and then probably a death ward, and then I'm going to go ahead and rest. Okay, so finished resting. Gonna go ahead and cast while I'm running. Let me get some haste from flare. There we go. You can just ignore those wraiths down there. You just go to the next one. So I got 4 soul locks left. You just drop straight down here to the soul lock, or to the yeah, soul lock. So I usually like to try to kill the wraith before I activate the mobs, so that way I'm not fighting too many mobs at one time. I usually try to run around and look for the arcane skeletons first, because they're the ones that will do most damage. Then after that, I just kill the archers, because the other ones will pretty much follow me, but the archers will just stand there. So good idea to kill the archers first. And that's it, got them. So you can just leave right here. There's a little collectible down here in the corner. Oops. Let's get some haste. Alright, so we are now at soul lock number 3. Just get rid of these skeletons again. Again, I just like to drop straight down. Saves a little bit of time instead of running all the way around. Alright, let's see. Now to activate the soul lock. Take care of the arcane skeletons. Next, the archers. And that's it. The way's open. So this one's similar to the first one. You have to pull this lever here to open the next part. There's a shrine there as you saw, but I'm actually going to go here first and kill the mobs that spawn. Just because there's a couple arcane skeletons. So I just want to get rid of them first. One of them got me with a ray enfeeblement. Alright, so just get some haste from flare. Actually going to skip the that shrine just because it's on normal. It's not too hard. Also, what you'll notice is this quest has several shrines. So no need to go back. So this one you would just want to make sure you stay away from the sarcophagus and go straight the way I'm going, because otherwise you are going to spawn several mobs. You could go do that if you want to go for breakable bonus or onslaught bonus, but I just like to kind of breeze through it. I just want to kill the Soul Lock Guardian for the XP, and then I'm going to activate the Soul Lock and just leave the mobs. So it's unlocked now, but I'm just going to run this way. This one is another shrine right ahead of me, but I don't need it yet. So I'm just going to get out of this room and go straight to the last soul lock. So if you probably noticed, a lot of the Deleras Part 1, 2, and 3 quests, a lot of running, pretty long dungeons, but you don't have to fight and kill everything. You could kind of just keep going, which is what I'm doing. Alright, so just going to be another kind of ambush here. I just want to, again, kill these guys, and then I'm at the end. So this is going to be Delera now. So let me just make sure I got all my buffs ready before I start this fight. And again, you want to try to kill the skeletons first, the arcane skeletons, and then you could focus on Delera. Get a couple of bursts to get their attention. This one you could kind of leave the skeletons alone, the archer skeletons, just because if you kill Delera, everything else dies. So that's it. 3650. Definitely not 3 minutes, so the timer's bugged. Oh look, looks like there's a XP bonus going on right now. So just make sure you talk to Delera before you leave. And I think that what that does is it flags you for the next quest. Grab your loot here and exit out. That is Delera's Part 3.